Hey, Simon here again. Less than 3 weeks until the Toastmasters World Public Speaking Championship, and I'm reviewing all these evaluations I've got over the last few weeks and months, and making final changes to my speech, trying out a few different things in different clubs, and I'm sharing some tips here in these videos about stuff I suppose as I'm learning it, just trying to kind of vocalize it, but also put it out there in case anyone else is interested. So just this last set of tips, the other stuff that I found really helpful, really interesting, is people have talked a lot about having an anchor throughout your speech, and you see it with a lot of the big speeches. I mean, if you look at some of the winners like Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi, who I've said I think is brilliant. But in his winning speech, he talks about, I see something in you, and you can see in his speech, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, and it just carries throughout the whole speech, and actually, almost every world championship winning speech I've seen has that, and I think mine has touches of that, but it's missing it, and the speech is called Nuggets of Love, and really I need to, I'm trying to kind of the whole speech does carry around that, but I'm trying to almost get this catchphrase littered throughout. So I'm working on that at the moment. The other thing I've been slated about by a lot of evaluators is my ending. My endings are always weak in all my speeches. If you've ever seen me speak in contests, my endings are always the worst part of them. And I've been working so hard over the last few months trying to improve this ending. I think at this point I have the ending, but it still doesn't have the oomph it needs. I gave a speech yesterday in Society Toastmasters, and I think that was the first time it was, pretty much where it needs to be, but it just needs, you need to end, your speech. I always say speech is it can be like a train or a roller coaster. A train is lovely, it ticks along, it goes at the same speed, and then it gently pulls into the station, and you're at your destination, and that was a lovely journey. Or your speech can be like a roller coaster where it's, it builds up, and then it's all fast and it's big, and then it goes down and it's quiet and it's small and it's slow and then it's fast again. And for me, the end of the speech needs to be this climax where it's building, 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 and that's the end of your speech. And I'm really working on that for this contest in 3 weeks. And then the other thing, the last thing I wanted to share is just what I've been reminded about every time I've delivered speeches, is I'm beginning to think the most important part of speeches is the pauses, is the silence. And every time I've gone to another club, I've seen other people speak, and the ones that always, I suppose, are lacking or could be improved, or the easiest way to improve every speech is to pause more. And in this video, I'm not doing it. It's something that really doesn't come naturally to me. But every time I do my contest speech, there's a lot of pauses in it, and people always kind of compliment my pausing in it. And I've noticed, that when you say something that's meant to be powerful and you pause, you can stay quiet for 10 or 15 seconds, you can look around the audience, and those are the moments that you see people, really nodding, really getting what you're talking about. Even people crying, I've made people cry, which is amazing. And just those pauses are just so important, and that's what I'm working on, is trying to stay within the 7.5 minutes, but just pausing the hell out of the speech. And I would recommend that to any speaker, is like write your speech and then half it, get rid of half of it, and fill the rest with pauses, because you'd be surprised how much it adds to the speech, and how it just improves the flow. I think that's really my biggest learning from 5 years in Toastmaster, and probably the biggest tip I'd give to anyone speaking, is pause, pause, pause. So that's it. I'm going to try and keep updating in the next 3 weeks, up until the World Championship in Washington, D.C. Man, I can't wait.